and welcome back to my channel. Andrea, your personal wellness connector here, coming to you with another amazing product interview with my dear friend, who by now you know, Mr. Barton Scott. What's up, Barton?
Hey guys, great to be back.
Yes, my mineral genius. Okay, today we are talking about iodine. I don't have your new bottle. I still have the old one of iodine, but that's the open one I'm taking right now. I am taking it once a day. I love it. I started taking this, of course, after I tested with you. I know, and you could go more into this. I know iodine is a little bit hard to really truly test your levels from what I understand. I might be totally wrong, but I know because of the mineral deficiencies in our soils and beyond that, most of us are really super deficient in iodine. So I'm taking it. And I know detox energy, cold hands and feet, which was a side effect I had from thyroid issues, mild, thankfully, thyroid issues, but still cold hands and feet. So I absolutely love this product. What is iodine? Why do we need it? Why is it important?
So iodine is such a overlooked nutrient. Iodine is essential for your brain to work well because your thyroid needs it, right? So you need it to produce energy because nearly all your energy in your body is produced in your thyroid and adrenals. So a lot of people are on thyroid medication to get more thyroid output, but they really should be taking the nutrients that the thyroid needs to produce that output in the first place. Iodine helps you do that. It's not the only nutrient. We have peak thyroid for that, which is a great like multi-mineral for that. But iodine by itself is something that nearly everyone needs some of because, and we've talked about this study before, but in a study of 6,000 people, 96% were deficient and some were already taking iodine. So that's a big deal. Just assume that you're low in it because you probably are. It's one of the few minerals out there that is in such small amounts in the body. It's really hard to test for them. The other thing is that so many people are so chronically deficient in it, it doesn't register. So so that's the thing. So that's the other part of it. It's like, well, the test came back like below the sand. That's because you really need it. So so that's the other thing. All right. So additionally, iodine is antiviral. It's one of the few things out there. True or false for people is Purell or any of the Hansen's antiviral? They're actually not. They really aren't. Sorry if that's upsetting, but that is just a fact. So iodine's actually antiviral. You put it in a petri dish with other viruses and they stop replicating. So it's really brilliant because imagine that in your body, it's preventing those viruses from replicating. So then they just start dying. Now you have less of a load that you're carrying, which means you have more energy, more vitality, you feel better, and then you start playing that vacation or that second side hustle or whatever it is that you want to do with your life right now. You just have, and it's subtle, but it's really, really effective. And if you don't take care of this, you end up on medications. And that's not a path I want people to be on because all medications to some degree, because they are foreign to the body, they are toxic. That's how the body just thinks of anything that's foreign as it's toxic. So the body then has to detox that from. So something else that thyroid's amazing for, or iodine's amazing for, is it actually helps you if you have cold hands and feet. It'll help you with that too. Whether or not you do, even if you're hyperthyroid, you're probably during some portion of the day alternating in the low thyroid range too. This helps you so you get smoother, more balanced thyroid output. And yeah, so those are some real key things to understand about it. And ours, most people, so our product has a lot more iodine than almost any other product out there.
I
That's
wanted
because,
to talk, sorry to cut you off. I wanted to talk about the dosage because that's kind of what I did when I came across yours. And I was just like comparing always the dosage to like other supplements. And like you said, there's a lot of other supplements that are mixed and like you have iodine in your peak thyroid, right? So there's a
yeah,
lot of things out there like support products that have iodine. So it was
right.
interesting to kind of see the measurements, and yours was really higher than most that I've seen. So sorry to cut you off, but I wanted to touch on that first and go into why and where should we start? What do you think we need?
Sure.
For yours, it's a dropper. So let's talk
Yeah.
about dosing.
Yeah, so the dropper is there, so you can cut this dose personally in half or a tenth or whatever you want, really, by taking a few drops. And you can look at the back for instructions, obviously, and it's all there. If you're ever in question, slow down enough, read the back of the label. It's really intelligently written. It's thoughtfully written. It's going to have some answers for you there. But most people, if their thyroid really isn't performing and they've done the work to strengthen their adrenals, which we can talk about later, then they really can benefit from a much larger dose than what the RDA of iodine is, which is incredibly low. So the RDA for us is 150 micrograms, which is about 100 times less than the healthiest nation with the longest longevity in the world. So if I'm them, I want to model what they're doing. So they're getting a lot of that, Japan that is, from a lot of sea vegetables. Now, some of those sea vegetables, nearly all sea vegetables outside of kelp, have a lot of toxicity associated with them. So, by nature, you're consuming some heavy metals too. So what I really love about this is that you get it without the toxic load. So that's really cool. It's up to you to decide the dose. If you want to do a less of a dose, you could always start with half of what's recommended, or water, or what have you. Testing and making sure your adrenals are really strong using a hair analysis is a great idea. I highly recommend the consultation if you go that route to really get the most out of it. It's just one of those minerals that's often overlooked. So I hope this interview helps people really understand this nutrient better and respect it and pay attention to it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, honestly, one of my favorite ones that I use all the time, and I love the dosage. I just went straight up for the full dropper, and I felt fine, like you
Yeah,
said. But then I had people I've worked with that did it, and it might have been too much. So, like you said, start slow and steady, right? And it's something that you are going to be on for a very, very, or should be on for a very, very long time. So, no rush there. Barton, thank you so much. Love you. Love our iodine.
yeah,
And I will
yeah.
see you guys later at another product review. Peace
Thank you,
out.
Kat.